So this morning I spotted another gold-digging black woman pretending to care, probably in a secret society, from London, almost certainly an Eastern Star or something of that nature. She brought up, if you're doing so great, why aren't you on TV and so on, which proved my point. This is how these feminists, hypergamous whores think, right? They say, well, if you're so smart or you're so great, why aren't you famous? Which empowers Babylon's propaganda machine, right? We all know they handpick the celebrities, even the athletes these days. And, a lot of sporting events are staged. And so people are sabotaged if they're talented, to keep them from being celebrities and stating their view. That's why almost all celebrities have a role in the New World Order. They think the way the New World Order wants, and if they tell some truth, they usually dilute it or destroy it with talk of reptilians or aliens, as a lot of black hip-hop artists have. Or they're complete drug addicts, and we know not to trust them, and it discredits them. They discredit themselves one way or another if they speak the truth. Other than that, they come off as very, together, if you will, spewing Babylon's philosophy. So this kind of almost Jewish, I wouldn't be surprised if she's mixed with Jewish or something like that, black-looking woman, black woman, she was pushing the communist line, so to speak, when it comes to, her slutty pictures. She said, well, don't judge me that way. Well, obviously, you are expressing this very slutty sexuality. And even today, she, a couple hours before I made this video, before she blocked me, she uploaded very slutty pictures. You come off as this kind of Nicki Minaj, kind of gold-digging type. And then you turn around and say, well, don't just assume that. And then over the course of our conversation, yes, it came out. The weakest arguments they always present is a very feminist gold-digging argument is, I'm not a gold digger, I have my own business, my own stuff. Bullshit. All the people who say that, they always date rich guys. That is their argument for, to get you not to judge them when they date rich guys. So, well, I have my own stuff and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't change anything. That's like saying Nicki Minaj is not a gold digger. Minaj, because she talks about, all the stuff, money she makes, and she makes a lot of money, right? But she still only dates rich guys. When's the last time you've seen one of these females date somebody who's not a celebrity or super rich? Just because you have gold doesn't mean you're not digging for more. I mean, it's such stupidity coming from these people. And then she had the nerve to tell me to get help. So first, she highlighted that I'm not famous. And I said, well, all famous guys are house niggas. And then she turned around and said, well, so are YouTube guys, which is false. But she did concede my point. So she basically admitted that she was a traitor to God and humanity by agreeing with me that people who are famous are house niggas. Then why did you say, if I'm so successful, why am I not famous? Don't you see? You've just spelled out for us that if I am not a house nigga, then I am not famous. When you put it together, 1 + 1 = 2, you fucking traitor. You fucking sellout. And you say, oh, you're not empowering black women. Well, newsflash. Your mother, what about my mother's not even black. I mean, her arguments are nonsensical. And then she says you should go get help. Everyone knows the pharmaceutical industry is the most oppressive industry. The banking industry pales in comparison. The only reason you can even compare it to them is because they fund the pharmaceutical industry, the vaccines, the psych meds, and so on. I mean, just absolute nonsense. Yeah, go to the wolves and get help so you can see things in a way that makes me feel good about myself, and I'm going to call you selfish while I tell you to do that. I mean, shut the fuck up, you bad judgment having whore. It's bad enough you sold your soul to the devil, but stop trying to get others to do the same. Look, lady, we know that people use psychology and marketing. We know you have a bunch of friends in the psychological community, mental health community. We know that people are aware of psychops, and the psychops are run by feminists, damn near disproportionately when you consider that gays consider themselves feminists as well. And mental health is anti-Christian and feminist friendly. So almost every psychologist technically is a feminist, about 90% of them. So you're a bunch of feminist scum running psychops. And you think we don't know